First of all, I will apologize ahead of time to Pastor or anybody else who's here at 8:30 and has to hear my shtick for a second time. So, first of all, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Lou. I don't know most of you, but it seems that more of you know my wife and child, so if you say, hi, Jay's dad, or hi, Noah's husband, I'll answer that too. So, first off, the talk today is about connecting people with God's grace through, and it can be worship, witness, giving, and in terms of today's talk, it's service. And when Todd from Stewardship first asked me to give this talk, I hesitated a little bit, and he said, Lou, there's absolutely nothing you can say that will mess this up. And then I challenged him on a statement, and I think his comeback was, Lou, there's almost nothing you can say. So here's hoping. So service. That sounds an awful lot like WORK. And don't these people know how many hours I'm already working every week? Honestly. Well, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't matter how many hours you have in a week. It can be a few, it can be one, it can be many. But if you keep your eyes and your heart open and your ears alert, you will find something from a service perspective that will suit you. And for me, that opportunity came in the springtime when the Feed My Starving Children event came to Zion. And the people that brought the event here, including the folks here at the church that organized it, they certainly must have had me in mind when they organized that event because they couldn't have made it any easier to participate. I simply went to a website, I clicked a couple of times, I picked a time slot, and I basically showed up. How easy is that? So it was so easy, in fact, that after I signed up my family, I signed up for a second turn just by myself. And little did I know that how much that small donation of time would make me feel. And talk about connecting people with God's grace through service. There certainly was an opportunity at that event, either to the people from our own church that were there, or the people that came from the greater surrounding community, many from many miles away to participate in that event. But for me, the greatest connections were to those that weren't even present. The kids down the block were half a world away that would receive those meals, and for a day, not feel hungry. Over 100,000 meals were packed over that entire event, if I recall correctly, and all I can say is job well done to the organizers. So at the end of that 2-hour shift for Feed My Starving Children, when we all gathered around the pile of boxes on the pallet that was about to be loaded into a truck, a short prayer was said to keep boxes safe on their journey. And at that time, there was a smile on my face and a tingle in my heart, because just for that day, I had found the right service for me and felt God's grace and felt connected. Pastor Summer has heard me say that church to me is more than just this building or this 1-hour service that happens every Sunday. Anytime that we're doing something to connect people with God's grace, worship, witness, giving, service, we're doing church. When I tell my daughter that we're coming to this building for church, I often have to distinguish it and say the big church or the white church. Because when we also go to Sunday school, or my wife takes her to make ornaments for the senior baskets, or we go to an event like Feed My Starving Children, I might also say we're going to church, not meaning the physical place. So whether you volunteer some expertise and serve on a committee, pull a meal from the freezer at the CEB and bring it to somebody that can really use it, a part of the crew that goes to Faith Kitchen, with a team that decorates the church at Christmas time, or you make a few cards for the Christmas senior baskets, or you're just like me and spend 2 hours on a Saturday to pack some meals for kids half a world away, you're doing service, you're doing church. So keep your eyes and your heart open and your ears alert, and I'm sure you'll find your work. I mean service, I mean church.